What's up, everybody? It's me, Greg Miller, alongside Leah, buzzing like a bee Jackson. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
You like this Dota 2 business.
I do. I love this Dota 2
Department
business.
of Terror. Anyways, they put out a patch last night, 6.79.
So they put out the patch notes for the 6.79 patch.
When's it going live?
We don't know yet. About
Okay.
time soon. It should be going live. It's still on the test realms right now, so you can kind of test it out, see what's up, try all the changes, but it's a really game-changing patch.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
A lot of stuff.
And people are taking it really well.
People are taking it, they don't know how to take it, I guess is the best way to put it.
Well, that's different. I thought the internet would just be burning everybody down.
No, there are a lot of changes to go through, and a lot of them really mess with the core strategy of the game.
Okay.
So people are excited about the patch, but at the same time they're a little bit apprehensive because it's like, well, this changes a lot of things. So we don't know where the metagame is going to go now because of this and stuff like that. So it's a big thing, and people are just still trying to take in the whole kitchen sink of everything that's happening.
Now, you're a Dota 2 expert. How many hours have you played?
I've logged over 4,000 hours.
That's more Dota than I've played DC Universe Online, and I've played a lot of DC Universe Online. What I want you to do is tell me what you think the 3 biggest changes are from this upcoming patch.
Okay, so there's a lot, but I think that the changes to the buyback system are really important.
Okay.
The changes to the jungling system that they've made are really important. And they've also made a lot of hero changes that will really change the way certain characters are played in the game.
Okay.
That I think those are big changes, but there's lots of other ones too that people should look at.
What do you think what's so special about the buyback change?
So with the buyback change, should I tell people exactly what it is?
Yes.
Okay, so the buyback change is buyback will prevent players from gaining gold from creeps, neutrals, etc. until the normal respawn timer finishes. And when buying back, 25% of the remaining respawn time will be added to your next death.
Okay.
So right now, basically, buying back is a way that if you can easily get back to your team and help them in a way, and gain the same gold that you would have. Let me take a step back.
Sure.
So
tell me what Dota 2 is.
Dota 2. No, I know. Okay, so basically, when the best idea is to buy back, if you can quickly get back to your team and help them out. So the way that this changes now is that you aren't really going to want to buy back as much anymore because you're not going to be able to get the gold that you would have.
You're being penalized for dying. So if you were to try to buy back now, right, you don't get the same reward you would have gotten before.
Yeah, so in people's minds, the strategy, I guess, is I'm going to buy back if when I go back to my lane, I can get more money than had I just sat there and base dead.
Sure.
So now you can't get that money back anymore. And so it's like, well, do I really want to waste my time and my money if I can't gain that extra gold back? So it's a strategic decision that they're kind of taking away from players, and it's making 2 heroes in particular, Furion and Tinker, a lot less viable because they have their strategy is to teleport around a lot. And
Gotcha.
so now they're not going to be able to get back into the game as quick and get back to what they were doing. So that's like the main reason that they changed it, but it is a big change, I would say. So sorry that took a little while.
It's okay. Dota 2 is complicated. That's one of the things about it, right? It's very strategic. That's why you like it so much.
I do.
That's why the world has been rocked by these changes.
That's right.
Tell me about number 2 now.
Okay, so number 2, we were talking about jungling, I believe. So jungling is basically a way for characters to get experience without going in one of the 3 lanes. There's a jungle at the bottom of the map and a jungle at the top of the map. And now, and in the jungle, there are neutral monsters that will spawn. So with this change now, any characters around the monsters that die will gain experience. Before, only the team who killed the monsters would get experience.
Gotcha.
So now people are going to be running into the jungle to try to steal the experience of the other team who's maybe killing the monsters in the jungle. And it will change the metagame because there's a strategy called a tri-lane. So there's a tri-lane is when 3 characters on one team will be going against 1 character on the other team. And then with this strategy now, that 1 character can run into the jungle and steal the experience from the jungle creeps, whereas before they could never do that.
Gotcha.
So it basically eliminates the tri-lane strategy, because now the 3 players at the bottom aren't able to force that person out of experience as easily as they were anymore.
Okay.
So now people are thinking that the metagame is going to shift and go back to 2 people at the top lane, 2 people at the bottom lane, and 1 person in the middle lane, rather than having a tri-lane pretty much in a lot of competitive play, because it's not going to be as valuable anymore.
Sure.
So yeah.
All right, and then your final one, 3.
So my final one.
This is the characters.
Okay, so this is about the characters. If you like a character in Dota 2 right now, you should go look at the changelog and make sure you're still going to like that character after the change. Because
throw everything you know about your Dota 2 characters
yeah,
out the window.
Exactly.
The
because
barn is on fire.
I would say there's about 102 characters in Dota right now.
Okay.
I would say about 90 of them got either small or huge changes, buffs or nerfs. So there's some characters that just got massively changed. And it will really change the way that the game plays out because of it. Characters that weren't as viable before will now become super viable. Characters that were very strong before got a little bit of a nerf. I have some examples like characters like Broodmother, Slark, Axe, Bloodseeker, Ricky, Batrider, Pudge, Wisp, and so many more just got huge sweeping changes made to them that will really impact the way that they're played and chosen in competitive play.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, and a lot of items got changed too. So the way certain things work and the way that they'll play out, they got changed, and it's a big patch.
So here, exactly, there's a lot going on. You said that the internet's withholding judgment, it seems. They're scared, they don't know what's happening.
There's a lot of like WTFs, like I can't believe that.
Zero Gs.
0Gs. Yeah, it's crazy.
I want you to wrap it all up now. What do you think? Are you excited about this? Were these fixes that needed to be made?
I do think that they maybe, let me.
Put on your thinking cap.
What am I thinking cap?
Your Dota 2 thinking cap.
I think that it's an exciting patch. I think that it's always cool when Valve wants to change up the competitive way the game is played and make people think differently about what's going on. And it'll evolve the game over time. And I like that. I like that, no one's safe, nothing is safe in the game. They're always making iterations and changes. And I definitely think this will impact the way that you play Dota, because it changes the entire game pretty much. So it's a big deal, and I think if you like Dota, you should totally check out the patch, because it's going to change how you play the game.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of the Dota 2 patch? Let us know in the comments, then share this video with your friends so they can argue in the comments about the patch arguments that are happening all over the internet. Until then, for everything about super cool video games in this Dota 2, keep it here on IGN.